My name is Varun Karnanantham, principal broker and founder of Fidus Mortgages. I'm here with Dmytro. Dmytro, why don't you introduce yourself?
Dmytro Gusakov. I'm an CEO and founder of Apprify, AI mortgage underwriting solution. We've also been partnered with Fidus for a very, very long time. We're trying to make an industry better, mortgage industry better, and financial industry as a whole.
A lot of people who listen to this, they have no idea what Apprify is. And can you elaborate to the audience what Apprify is?
Yes, 100%. So Apprify is the AI mortgage underwriting and fraud detection tool. It's been developed by brokers for brokers to make the life easier and to prevent all kind of bad stuff happening in the industry.
So Dima, what made you to develop in such an amazing, cool tool? Like what was the reasoning for that? It's not like one day you wake up, you were thinking about the bottlenecks challenge, what the industry is facing, right? There should be a reason. One day you're like, okay, you know what, I need this. What was your trigger point for you?
So the trigger boy was very interesting. As an active mortgage agent with Fidus, I had a big BFS deal, business for self deal with a lot of bank statements, and it took me maybe 4 or 5 hours to analyze it.
So you were going line by line.
Yeah, line by line. And then I realized, look, we're
should be a better way.
Such a digital age. Let's think of something. It happened a couple years ago. We started last year. And yeah, now what used to take hours takes minutes.
So this will be a suitable right product? Like who can you, like if, like is it only for the mortgage brokers or for the lenders or it for consumers? Like who this is going to help a lot?
So for now, we focusing on 2 markets. Those are brokers and agents, as well as lenders. It's a B2B product for now. However, on a long run, we want to introduce the consumer version as well. So clients can pretty much upload their documents and AI will analyze and underwrite everything. So no human interaction.
Perfect. So personally, let me comment about how I see Apprify as is a main reason. Like I'm enforcing my team to use Apprify as much as possible. Fraud detection. That's the number one thing.
Yes, for fraud, and we see a lot, and we catch a lot.
We chat about a lot. Like, why don't you elaborate a couple of the experience? Like, what comes to your mind? The biggest fraud you saw recently.
Oh, we see all kinds of stuff.
Okay, let's talk about how this helps.
So basically, sometimes it's very hard for human eye to catch.
The fraudsters are so perfect.
Yes, to catch inconsistency, to catch different fonts, to catch balances don't match, or different dates, etc., etc. So what we do is we have a 6 layers of verification, metadata, font inconsistencies, etc., etc. And
what are the 6 things? You want to name it out for the audience?
So metadata analysis, font inconsistency, pattern inconsistency, year-to-date not matching with expected year-to-date on pay stubs, and balances match or no match for the bank statements. We also see if the document was done, amended in any kind of editor. So the system will show you, look, it was I love PDF, it was done yesterday. So maybe you should ask what actually happened.
So as a mortgage agent, I cannot enforce the importance of using a tool like this for you to have a better transaction, save your time, and keep you away from the trouble with the lenders. Like most of the time, mortgage agents, if you're a brand new agent, you are victimized.
Oh, 100%. They take advantage of you.
Yeah, the fraudsters take advantage of it. They are looking for most vulnerable mortgage agents. Who's new, who's hungry, they get excited, oh, I have a deal, but everything looks perfect.
Yep. And then we find the 1 cent discrepancy, which can lead to,
many more.
Many more. And we actually protect agents by that. Because if agent submits deal, even if he or she doesn't know about that, it would be his or her fault that they submitted the wrong documents.
That's what I was going to get into. Like as a lender, you're looking at it, you were involved in the fraud, but you were victimized. So this tool is really help you to stay clean and stay on your lane. And it saves you a lot of time. So you don't need to sit down, talk to the broker owner, talk to the compliance owner. Just take the document, feed it out. In 30 seconds, you'll know this document's been compromised or you need to do more.
Yeah, and sometimes, look, there is maybe a discrepancy and documents can be okay, but we always say, if there is an issue, ask the client.
Interview the client.
Interview the
Ask for
client.
more explanation.
Do more due diligence.
More due diligence.
Ask for different types of bank statements,
Yeah.
etc.
So where my support team, they love this tool where they are more efficient. So as a mortgage agent, we want to have a system in place. We want to minimize the time that we spend on a file, and we want to give the white glove service to the client. Like at the end of the day, we advise piece and answering their question, walking through a clients through the complex transactions or more. So when we are spending hours looking at the documents and underwriting it, we may lack on giving the best customer service.
100%.
So why don't you talk to the audience how this helps with this business for self clients when you have multiple bank statements?
Yeah, so prior to Apprify, what each and every agent was doing is the manual review. Line by line, either have an Excel sheet or, pen and paper. It took 3 to 4 hours to analyze one set. What if you have 2 business for self borrowers? Then it's a whole day you spend there. With Apprify, you throw the docs in. It gives you the full breakdown, categorizes everything, creates a self-declared ledger for you within a minute or two, as well as shows you all the fraud or inconsistencies. So basically, again, what used to take hours now takes minutes.
So let's kind of walk you for an example. Let's say husband and wife, they are both self-employed. Husband's on 3 restaurants, wife does IT consulting.
Oh, that's a good couple.
That's a good couple, making a lot of income, also a lot of expenses as well.
A lot of
Let's say how many pages on the bank statements?
So I've seen anywhere from 2 to 20 pages per month.
Like if you're a restaurant business, you can understand how
Yeah.
much debit and credit comes in and how much money goes out.
It's crazy. You would do 240 plus pages for each business, double the businesses, so 500 pages. How long is it going to take to analyze?
How much time it takes for a human to go through 500 pages of the bank statements?
I would say 500 pages would take a day.
So almost good 10 business hours.
Yes. Well, if you're very experienced, 3 to 4 hours, but realistically, it's a day.
So imagine like you can say you are a brand new agent or you have time. You can take, and this is how long the Apprify takes, like 5 minutes. So imagine you are a brand new agent. You are sitting down and reading the bank statements, reading the expenses. You don't even know that. You are saving 10 hours. That's some 10 hours can be a producing business development.
Oh, yeah. You can
do a lot of things. Prospect. And imagine you are a high volume producer. Your hourly wages, $200-$300. You are saving $2,000-$3,000 by using this tool. And even if you have a support staff, like how I look at it, I have a team of underwriters. They are saving time by going through these documents. Now they can give a better experience, white glove service to the client. That's what I use this tool for.
Also, keep in mind, machine knows a lot, and sometimes for less experienced people, they just have to reach out for help. They don't know how to work with those statements. Now, there is no need. They can spend all their time on prospecting as opposed to doing underwriting.
Yeah. And this is also going to look stunning and amazing in front of the lenders because you have such a clear data, clear underwriting. You vet their documents. You have expenses to the T, you have income to the T. So when the underwriter looks at it, they're going to look at your file and say, this is a well put file together.
Clean file.
Clean file. And you're going to get a better response and better relationship with the lenders because you're not wasting their time. The expenses are calculated how the lenders wanted to be calculated. I think what the cool part about Apprify is you can eliminate the expenses. Some lenders want these expenses to be added on. Some lenders, they don't want the expenses. So what you can do is you can remove those expenses to categorize and tailor towards the lender's options.
Yeah. I want to stress about the two. Agent is still in control. Agent still controls AI. So agent tells AI what to do and it does it for them.
Exactly. So you are not really losing the control of the transaction.
Not at all.
So this also leads into a lot of audience. Let's feel the reality. Okay, I'm giving the data. What happened to my data? Are these encrypted? Is it going to go on the web world or someone's going to breach of privacy? That is the biggest concern comes down to everyone when it's come to the data management. Why don't you talk about the metrics you have in backend to secure the privacy and the data of the consumer?
100%. So we are on an ecosystem and platform that completely SOC 1, SOC 2 compliant on a Canadian-based platform. We encrypt all the data when transmitted. We also have a 2-factor authentication. System monitors all logins and logs out. So there is the top-notch security in everything that's happening.
But so what I understand, Dima, is that you have security in place, you have encrypted things in place, so the data is
Data is
provided.
fully encrypted, stored into SOC 1, SOC 2 compliance ecosystem. It is compliant by compliance officer. And also there are two-factor, multi-factor authentication with login, logout controls.
Yeah, so that's very important because if someone will be thinking, oh, I don't want like that's a very concern for a lot of people, and I'm glad you guys have those things covered. Where do you see this is going to get better in 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now? Where do you see this?
I honestly compare this tool to a supermarket where we used to have 10 different or 15 different cashiers, and now we have a self-checkout and less cashiers. So I believe in 3 or 5 years, most of the industry, most of the agents and lenders will use the system, which have to still be controlled by human. But I think 80 to 90% of all the deals will go through systems like that.
And it's going to be a most efficient on both ways. So what I feel that what you're telling me is going to be increasing the service level from the lenders. And also it's going to be increase the service level from the brokers as well. You know, like I remember those days, like when it started in 2010, sitting down at 10 o'clock till 4 in the morning, putting the file together, reviewing the documents, make sure like you're working late night, you're missing, you only have 2 eyes, and you're not a machine, and you're tired. Now this is going to get you to be more efficient. So that's mean you like so I see this is going to give you more time to add value to your partners.
100%, because agents should prospect, agents should get more business, and they shouldn't spend a lot of time on underwriting.
Or servicing the clients.
100% servicing the clients, and underwriting should be done by professional tools.
And also on the lender's perspective, they also going to give you more service because they have less time, more time to give the service than reviewing the documents line by line.
I believe that if lender has, let's say, 30 underwriters, they do, 1,000 files. With the AI, the same 30 underwriters can double or triple their workload.
Perfect. Thank you for joining us, Dima. And any last wisdom to the audience before we wrap it up here?
I want to thank you, Veran, for having me. I think that we're progressing towards brighter future.
Absolutely.
Technology.
Yeah.
And I think that everyone should try Apprify, and what used to take hours takes minutes now.
And if someone watching this, they want to reach out to get signed up to Apprify, what's the best way to get hold of you?
You can give me a call, 416-838-2951, or send us an email at contact@apprify.ca. Alternatively, go to apprify.ca website and all the contact form are there.
Perfect. Dima, thank you for having here. And I'm really excited to see what the next 5 years is going to look like for you.
Thank you so much, Varan.